Hey folks, I'm Garrett with Command Z, and I'm just dropping in because my friend and the world's most amazing relationship coach, Geoffrey, asked me to do this testimonial video, and I was more than happy to do so. I joined Relationships Revival back it was actually on November 30th of 2020, and I had gone through a shitload of coaches and programs, all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to name names, but there's a lot of garbage out there. Because I'd become estranged from my wife, and I knew that this was the most amazing love story that I'd ever been a part of, that she was someone, my only intention was to honor her and to honor our life together. And no matter what my best intentions were, we ended up just in a fucked up, really painful, slowly disintegrating type of estrangement, to where I finally moved out, got my own spot, and then there's divorce lurking in the wings, and I was just desperate. I became a complete desperate beta male, like a little puppy, begging for attention, throwing money at the problem, just desperate, trying to do anything I could. And after a while, I found Relationships Revival Program, and I had this sense, I knew, like after binging on a bunch of Geoffrey's YouTube videos, that would be the course that I needed to get. It would be the thing that would get me to wherever it is I needed to go, to either restore this relationship with my wife or to be whole, to become a complete man, so that no matter what happened in my life, I wouldn't have this need, this desperation, and that I would actually be able to do well with women, not just picking up women or meeting new women, which is very, very easy and effortless for me, but and actually maintaining and deepening a beautiful and nourishing, a mutually nourishing relationship. And I had no skills in that department, or at least I didn't have access to the parts of me that can participate in and sustain a nourishing relationship over time. So I started the course. Of course, I binged on it and did everything I could over this week. After I bought it, I finally hemmed and hawed for a while, and then met with Geoffrey online and knew that I had to do it. So I found the resources, I bought the course, and it's been 6 months, actually maybe longer. So yeah, we have December, January, February, March, April, May. Now we're in June, so it's almost 7 months, almost exactly 7 months since I got the course. And since then, so many things have happened. Now, I won't say that it was easy. I had some of the darkest times of my life, and I had some of the most uplifted times of my life, all during those 6 months. There were many, many times when I thought the course isn't working, or I'm not working, or I'm no good, I can't do this. And then, I went and met with Geoffrey, told him what's going on. He said, okay, try this, focus on this one thing for a week. So I focus on that for a week, go back to the training, watch the videos, do all this stuff, do all these processes. So the summation of my experience that I can tell you today is I went from being completely devastated and lost, and my wife and even all her friends and our old mutual friends in this town I live in wanted nothing to do with me. And in fact, I was blocked on Facebook, I was blocked on every messaging app. I thought there's just no way that I could actually salvage this. At some point I kind of gave up inside me and thought, all I want is to have an okay, cordial discussion with this woman who used to be my wife, my amazing wife. But something in me wouldn't let me give up. I just knew, I went and I have dated other people since then. I've had sex with other people. She's had sex with other people. That's something I thought I would never be able to handle. So where I'm at now is I have absolutely no jealousy left in me. I have no judgment left in me for other people, for my wife, for anybody alive. It's just gone. Because I'm 100% focused on staying present and aware in myself, in my body, and in my life. What the crazy part is about this Relationships Revival is I've been in this business of body-mind connection. You can see the inhale, exhale here in the background. That's for when I work with my clients on breathing and body work techniques to become more present, to reunite the body and mind. So I'm supposed to be an expert at this stuff. I've been doing it for 20 years. But it took me doing the processes in Relationships Revival, in Geoffrey's training, to actualize all the stuff I've been learning and teaching over the last 20 years. So over the course of doing this work and doing this training that Geoffrey has created, it's the most mind-blowing transcendence and evolution training I've ever found in my life. Before that, I thought it was the training I had put together, but I realized for all that I teach, I needed this extra thing that I had never found and was unaware of until I found Geoffrey's training, until I found Relationships Revival. And it's absolutely mind-blowing. Every little detail of it filled in blanks of my understanding about other people, about myself, about interactions, about communication, about emotions, about psychology. It's not material you're going to find out in the world. It's impossible to find something that's been put together in this exquisite, elegant, and graceful manner. So what I want to say is, I followed everything that Geoffrey said in the course, and I went from being a jealous wreck of a man, of a little boy, to being a fucking amazing embodied man in 6 months. And I walk on the street now, and when I used to feel this lust and like magnetic attraction toward women, they would just feel disgusted and walk away. But now I have zero holes in myself. I have no neediness. So I'm meeting women constantly, and my wife has become re-attracted to me. We've been spending nights together, and it's been the most beautiful and the most profound connection I've ever had with another human being my entire life. So I'm so glad I stuck with it. I was ready to just throw it away, go find another woman. And you know what would have happened if I had done that, if I hadn't found Geoffrey's program and I found another woman? Because it happened. I did find another woman when I was still in the thick of the program. So I would have just found another woman and ended up creating the exact same havoc that I created out of my ignorance and lack of presence with my wife, who's still my current wife. Now, I have no idea if this means we're staying together or what's going to happen next, but I actually don't care. I'm enjoying the process so much that my life is full. My business has become completely evolutionized. It's been completely upgraded. I was burned out on my business. That's like a side effect of doing this Relationships Revival training. So literally every area of my life, my health, my weight, the way I interact with food, the way I interact with Facebook, the way I interact with apps, it's like the way that I live my life has become simplified and elegant simply through falling in love with doing these very, very simple processes in the Relationships Revival training. So that's, without going into a ton of detail and telling you a ton of stories, that's the impact it's had on my life over the last 7 months. And I feel like I'm just at the beginning. Like I am just waking up to the amazing life that awaits me in every moment that I'm actually present and aware. So seize however high and enjoy the journey. I hope to see you in the Facebook group, and I wish you all the best. And believe it, believe what Geoffrey says. Unless your partner or wife is dead, there is still a very, very, very high chance that you can fix and even evolve that connection beyond your wildest dreams. So stick with it. It's all worth it. And I'll see you in the Facebook group if you decide to join. Have fun.